Hello. I welcome you again to my podcast, where I want you to spend at least 5 minutes of your day. Focus on this episode and listen carefully and even repeat after me. You can listen to me on your way to work, at work, during a break, or in your free time. Whenever you find a moment, I'm here. Today we will look at a simple and real story. It's about learning English and fighting the fear of speaking. Let me ask you something. Have you ever had this problem? You know the word in English, you learned it before, but when you need it in conversation, suddenly your brain goes blank. You can't find it. It's like the word disappeared from your memory. This happens very often. Even advanced speakers forget words. It doesn't mean your English is bad. It means your brain simply needs more practice to make these words active. I remember a situation like this myself. One day, I wanted to tell a friend to clean something with a vacuum cleaner. Now, I know this word. Vacuum cleaner is not a difficult word. But in that moment, I completely forgot it. My brain just stopped. I started thinking, what is it? I know this word, but I can't find it. And because the silence was already too long, I decided to explain it in another way. So I said something like, it's like a dustpan, but on a stick and automatic. My friend started laughing, but he understood. And after a moment, the word came back to my head, vacuum cleaner. This experience taught me something very important. You don't always need the exact word. You can describe it with other words. You can use comparisons, gestures, or even say, I don't remember this word right now, but it's like. This technique is called paraphrasing. Paraphrasing is the skill of explaining something with different words when you forget the exact term. It is extremely useful in real conversations because nobody speaks perfectly all the time. Let me give you some practical phrases you can use. I can't remember the word right now, but it's something like, it's similar to. It's the thing you use for. For example, if you forget the word umbrella, you can say, it's the thing you use when it rains to cover yourself. Everyone will understand. If you forget scissors, you can say, it's the tool you use to cut paper. Simple, but effective. The important thing is, don't stop the conversation. Don't freeze. Keep talking even if you use simple words. Here's another trick. Sometimes you can invite the other person to help you. You can say, how do you call it, the machine for cleaning carpets? Often the other person will say, oh, you mean a vacuum cleaner? And then you can answer, yes, exactly, thank you. This way you continue the conversation naturally and you learn the word again. You see, communication is not about perfect vocabulary. It's about being creative with the words you already know. The more you practice this, the more confident you will feel. Now, let's connect this idea with your learning routine. If you only study English with books or apps, you activate your passive knowledge. You recognize the word when you see it, but maybe you cannot say it fast in conversation. To make words active, you need to use them, to speak them out loud, to connect them with real situations. So here's my advice. When you forget a word, don't panic. Smile and try to describe it. Even if your explanation is funny, like mine with the vacuum cleaner, it still works. People usually understand you, and sometimes they even enjoy the creative way you explain things. Remember, English is not your first language. Mistakes, pauses, and forgotten words are natural. Native speakers also forget words sometimes. They also say things like, oh, what's the word? It's on the tip of my tongue. So don't feel bad when this happens to you. Instead, turn it into practice. The next time you forget a word, paraphrase it. The more you do this, the better you become at finding solutions in English. And this skill is more powerful than memorizing long word lists. So let me ask you to try something today. Pick one object in your room. Describe it in English without saying its name. For example, it's small, it gives light, you use it to read at night. Yes, that's a lamp. This is a fun exercise that trains your brain to think in English and to be flexible. And here is the final message for you today. Don't be afraid of these small blackouts. They happen to everyone. What matters is how you react. Do you stop speaking? Or do you continue with creativity? You don't need perfect English to start speaking. Just try, make mistakes, and learn from them. Thank you for watching. Good luck with your English journey. See you next time.